What can a fossilized coral from 420 million years ago tell geophysicists about the number 420? And I'll read that again. What can a fossilized coral from 420 million years ago tell geophysicists about the number 420?
So 420, we all know what that means, right?
Right. Well, this, of course, look, we would be, we'd be lying if we didn't all immediately think that 420 is a number that means weed. It means blazing it.
There is a reason here in Colorado why the road mileage signs, you go 416, 417, 418, 419, 419.99 miles, and then 421 miles.
People are still stealing the 419.99 signs, though.
Yeah, they definitely are.
I'm remembering there's something, I think this is actually ocean floor, but I'm going to say it in case it's close. The Earth's magnetic poles flip every so often, and you can see that in geological records. So I'm wondering if there's something similar in coral growth.
Have you heard the thing about how they have no idea when that magnetism flip would happen? And if it happens, everything's screwed. Society is screwed. It's one of those things that you should kind of be a little bit worried about.
I remember there being conspiracy theories about it. I remember there being some book in the public library that was when I was a kid that was, the Earth's poles are going to flip. Full pseudoscience all the way through. Should not have been in that library. But
couldn't they? Also, isn't that the thing? Maybe I'm victim to pseudoscience.
Thank you, producer David. Every 200,000 to 300,000 years on average. So I don't see why that would be number 420.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to sort of see if we can focus in on. So Ben said that this coral taught the scientists about the number 420, right? That was what you said?
Yeah, what do you learn about numbers themselves?
Yeah, that's what I'm stuck on. It's what could you possibly learn about a number?
I will note that they're not just any scientists. They are geophysicists.
Oh yeah, that was why I was on Earth's magnetic pole.
Under search interpretation, I feel like the things you learn about a number is I'm thinking you can learn okay, this is a prime number, right? And various math things like that, right?
Yeah, what's coral going to teach you about that?
Oh, here's a thought. Isn't there? What's the? This is another thing where it's not quite this, but it's in the right direction. I think maybe. Aren't there corals that are what is that geometric structure where you zoom in and it looks the same way?
Fractal.
Yes, fractals. Are we? Are we in the? Is this fractal related, Ben?
You stopped mid thought there. Sam.
Look, I'm gonna say that what you're saying some cool ass stuff. It has absolutely nothing to do with the answer to this question.
What? I was sure that it was going to be a thing where it was the coral, because of its shape, proves that the number 420 is prime or something. I know it's not prime.
I'm going to redirect you. Permission to give a clue?
Permission granted. Oh wait, I'm not in charge of this.
Okay,
you're in charge, Ben.
Sam has given me permission, and he is my employer, so I am listening to him. Look, coral, they're kind of like trees. They've got growth rings. Okay, you can look at a coral.
But trees are also fractals.
I don't care.
Okay,
wait. Let's. You said that the coral is 420 million years old, right? And we said that we learned something about the number 420. Surely this means that it relates to something that happens every million years or right? It can't be a coincidence that it's 420 million years old and the thing we learned was about the number 420, right? Those things are related.
It can absolutely be a coincidence. This is lateral. It can 100% be a coincidence.
I'm trying to read Ben's face, which isn't good audio.
I feel like it's getting redder and more excited. Because Ben did say that he thought his thing was, I forget exactly what he said, but he was really excited about his thing and its ability to mislead us.
He said that coral has rings. Okay. So
they're growth rings like trees, but they're much, much finer.
And what? Once you get 420 of them, then something happens. Like,
I would say I would think about like what could the growth rings reflect? They reflect something that happens regularly in the environment of the coral.
Yeah, so same as trees, it's going to be the ocean heating and cooling. Presumably, that's what causes growth rings in trees. It's the summer and winter cycle. So I assume it's heating and cooling of the water?
No.
What if it was something about the moon? What if it's something about the moon, right? Because the moon affects the ocean, right? And it affects the tides and stuff. And maybe what this teaches us, here's what I've got. I think that this teaches us like how quickly, like something about the way that the moon's orbit is changing, that like the moon is like getting slightly closer to or further from the Earth at some rate of 420 years. And that affects like the water levels and the tides or whatever. And you can see that in coral. Final answer, lock it in.
You're definitely on the right track.
Did the lunar month used to be 420 days and we can track that through coral?
That is, again, close. It is not what what we've learned about the number 420.
But it relates to the cycles of the moon.
It's not, I would focus still on the Earth, but it has to do with the moon.
They're geophysicists, right? Is that helpful? They're geophysicists. Ben emphasized that. So there's something that happens. There's something that happens as relates to the Earth and the moon. Could it be eclipses? Could it have to do with how often there's a lunar eclipse?
Or earthquakes, or some geophysical thing?
This statistic is now a little bit smaller.
Huh.
What the hell does that mean?
In the modern day.
Every 420...
This number was 420. This number is smaller now.
Is it that something happens once every 420 years on average? Is that what they learned?
No.
Is it that something happens every 420 somethings?
Yes.
Okay. Is it 420 units of time?
Yes.
Year, days in a year. There used to be 420 days in a year?
Oh.
That's it. Yes.
Wait, we know that from coral?
We know that from coral, that there used to be 420 days in a year. Basically, you could tell from the layers how many like lunar cycles would fit into one annual year. And this reveals 420 daily growth bands in a year, indicating that Earth once completed a full orbit around the sun in about 420 shorter days, meaning that the planet was spinning faster.
The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.